But the first thing I want to get to, Liam Rosenior said after the game, this wasn't about tactics, this was about grit, desire, energy. I'm sure all those things played a part, but he's underselling himself. He made a real difference at half-time. One sub's already gone off, and then you still make three. You've only got one sub to make in the second half. Well, how does he change it? We've highlighted the 3-2-5, very offensive, 5 players up on the last line of the opposition. So what does he do? So a big thing and reason why we highlighted the wide players in Garnacho and Gittins providing the width is that what he does is he puts the full-backs as his wingers. So Gusto and Cucurella go really high. He brings on João Pedro almost in a number 10 position. And he has, where's Neto? Neto is in that position. And what he does is he drops Fernandes next to Caicedo and he goes with a 2-2-6. So that's him being more offensive. It's not just changing like for like, it's very bold. But he needs to get another attacking player onto the pitch. And that's how he went about it. So yes, I'm sure there was great energy, great atmosphere in the stadium, but a lot of it was down to the manager. Very courageous in how he went about it.
And his open play XG is top in the Premier League as well for midfield players. XG per shot, he's expected to score with 20% of the shots that he has on average, and is making those runs into final third. And the most runs is a cross option. That's what we're talking about, the box crasher he gets in there to try and get on the end of things. And this is what his shot map actually looks like. So the larger the circle, the higher the XG, the more chance he has of scoring. So you like to see the smaller circles outside. The closer you get to goal, the circles get bigger. And the white ones are the goals themselves, where he has crashed into the box. And you can see he's done it really between the posts, Jamie. Do you think that's significant as well, the positions that he gets himself in?
Yes, because when you think about goal scoring, we talk about players getting in the 6-yard box. You don't normally see midfield players do that. But you look at there, the goals he's got there, fantastic. But a lot of midfield players scored in what we would call the second 6-yard box, round about the penalty spot, very identical to what we saw, as I said, at the weekend against West Ham. And this area is what you'd associate with midfield players. So he's fantastic at it, one of the best around.
Starting to look a bit like Dominic Calvert-Lewin's, actually.
Yes.
His goal map, isn't it?
About Cole Palmer here, because his return to form against Napoli didn't just change the game in that second half, it could well change the course of Chelsea's season. Palmer twice set up João Pedro for his first assists of the season in the Champions League. Before we get carried away, Palmer's biggest challenge is simply staying on the pitch. He's only played 36% of Chelsea's Premier League minutes this season because of those well-documented fitness issues. But when he is available, he carries the creative load for Chelsea. Since he joined the club in 2023-24, he has more than 120 successful passes into the opposition box comfortably. Chelsea's main source of invention. In Palmer's absence this season, it has been this man Enzo Fernandez who has taken on the creativity mantle. And if you take a look at some of the other names actually on this list of players who have been involved in 20% of Chelsea's minutes, only one forward player makes the top 9 who is still at the club. And he's there, Pedro Neto. So who did Palmer link with in that second half cameo in Naples? This is Palmer's passing snake. Why is it called a snake? I mean, anyway, 20 in total passes. We've got the receivers on the right-hand side, ordered from most down to least at the bottom. There was some good interplay down the right with Reece James and Estevao as well. But also, and not just because of those assists, there seems to be a better understanding with the central striker, João Pedro. In total, there were 6 passes, 3 for Palmer to Pedro and 3 the other way, Pedro to Palmer.